Good morning. Welcome to Guna Matters. Now, I've got a bit of a theory. I've got a theory what's going to happen today in terms of the Manchester City versus Arsenal game this afternoon. Many people, to be fair, don't like Arsenal, or rather they banter a lot about Arsenal. And here's my take. And I must say that Troy Deeney on TalkSport has challenged the critics of Arsenal. And he said, and I quote, "What have Arsenal still to do to be seen as total challengers? Last season they were not good enough in terms of scoring more goals and winning more games, and yet they had the most clean sheets and the defense. This season they went to Italy in the Champions League and drew 0-0, the same result that Manchester City got at home, and yet people are still questioning the flair and the ability of Arsenal going forward to score. Yes, we're missing chances, so does everybody else. So does City, so does Liverpool, so does every team in this league. They miss chances. And I have to protect and not protect. I have to come and defend my club in Arsenal, because there's so many mainstream media pundits that are paid, and then they talk between the lines and they talk on both sides of their mouth. Just shows the hatred of Arsenal, just shows the fear of what Arsenal can do. Yes, we have not won anything for the last couple of years, in fact a lot of years, 20 years, the championship of the Premier League. We've never won the Champions League. FA Cup, we beat everybody in that, and of course Carabao Cup. But talking about the recent years, let's talk the last 4 or 5 years. Arteta has been in there. There's a lot of scrutiny, and I understand why. Arteta came in, inherited a team, he changed everything, and now it's time for him to win a trophy. Doesn't matter what trophy it is, he has to win silverware. Whether it is Carabao Cup, whether it is FA Cup, or whether it is Champions League, whether it is the Premier League. The FA Cup that he won in 2020 is not his team per se, but he was there, even though Unai Emery has taken most of the glory, if you can say that, in terms of building up to that point. Arteta had a quarter-final, semi-final, and a final. Nonetheless, this is what I want to say, is that I'm going to give a little bit of my formation in play today, and I'm going to put it on a board. Just bear with me a little bit. But I want to say this: stop criticizing a team that, even if it's not your own team, I came to that point of banter is not everything. Banter is fun, but it only sort of lasts for 2 to 5 minutes, and that's it. Nothing else other than that. Anything more than 5 minutes of banter, it is ridiculous, it's childish, it's stupid. But if you don't talk about facts, then back it up. But also, you can also use your opinion, and your opinion matters because it's yours. Nobody can take it away from you, whether they agree with it or whether they don't agree with it. It's your opinion, and that is the power you have about an opinion. And I want to challenge those fans, whether it's Arsenal fans or rival fans. Make your opinion, but also make it to make sense. if you know what I mean. Don't make an opinion that does not make sense. So yeah. Big ups to Troy Deeney that challenged people to say that what should Arsenal still do to prove that they are there. They are title challengers. They go out there and they go toe to toe with the big guns. People that has won the league in the last 10 years. Silverware in the last 10 years. So they have gone there. Last week, everybody said Arsenal's going to get a banting. They're going to get a hiding. They're going to be annihilated by Spurs. And to be fair, I was nervous, but I kept my prediction at a 1-0. And you can go back and I have the proof of it. 1-0. And we beat 1-0 because everybody said we were without Rice and we were without Odegaard. The team has to grow and has to perform without its best players. Look at Manchester United last season. They had most of their first team players out, but they still managed to win a cup. They still managed to go and get silverware. Irrespective of the ugly football they played, they still did the job. So you have to be able to build a team even when your most important players and key players are not there. So you have to, and that is where your manager get judged by, because of, I don't have Rice, I don't have Odegaard, what am I going to do? I'm going to tactically change it. And to be fair, we didn't go to the Spurs stadium to go play football like we normally do. We went there with tactics to say, come on Spurs, you have the ball, try and win us. And that's what we've done. We didn't play the best football at all. We were poor in many chances, mistakes we've made, decision making we've made, but you got to back your defense. You got to back the players that's on the pitch. And that is where a lot of pundits and rival fans fail to understand. We had the game in control, irrespective that Spurs had the ball. We had the game, the control of the game. We said, Spurs, you come to us, you can have the ball, do what you want. But you know what? The possession they had was left, right, back. Left, right, like soldiers. Left back and right to the back. And that is how they played. They had chances they couldn't take. And also, obviously, we had chances we couldn't take. We should have won that game by 3-0 with the team we had. So going to the Etihad today is going to be a total understanding of what the manager wants, the tactics. And if it's going to be a boring game, to come out there unscathed, to me, then you've done what you've done. Don't go there to lose. Go there to either win, be brave, and also go there to tell City that you aren't beating me today. And if we lose, that is unfortunately the case, that you're going to lose. You lose, you win, you draw. And you know what? You need a bit of luck here, need a bit of luck there. But if you go with the tactics that you've planned to go with, and you can see it on the pitch, nobody can tell you otherwise. The pundits can come out and say, but they weren't brave enough. They come out to say, but they were weak, they were poor, they did this and that, the other. But if the manager's tactics has been there for a reason, that is what the team have to come out with. Just don't go there to lose. That's it. So yeah, this is going to do, I'm going to go to the board now. I'm going to show you my formation. Alright, so this is my team that I put out for today. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabi, Timber, Thomas Partey, Jorginho, Declan Rice, Trossard, Havertz and Saka. That is my team. So that we're going to play, that's my team that we will play City today. I will keep Thomas Partey at a 6. He will do the defending. I will keep Declan Rice as an 8, and I will play Jorginho in a 10 role. So he will roam in this area, Jorginho. That is what he will do. Declan Rice will be up and down and he will support Partey. Partey just need to be the number 6. He will break the play in front of the defenders. I'm saying that because both Partey and Jorginho doesn't have the legs. Declan Rice has the legs, so he can support Jorginho, he can support Partey. And that is the formation that I want to use, because Jorginho, out of all the three in there, has got the best distribution intelligence. If you see what he's done in the Italy team, also in the Chelsea team, he's the one that can spread the ball over the park. He can be that deep distributing player. So he will be the one that will receive the ball from either Partey or Declan Rice or Gabriel or Saliba. So they will put balls into him. And that is what, that is why, and that is how we will confuse City, is because he has the ability to keep the ball and to distribute. His range of passing will either be from in the circle, through to Saka, through to Havertz, through to Trossard, or he will give it to Declan Rice to do other way. He will give it to White coming up, to Timber in there, and Timber will also come in there. So Jorginho for me today is the main person to sort of distribute the ball from in the center. Declan Rice and Thomas Partey has to be able to give the ball to him, to collect the ball from the keeper, from the back line, and also distribute it to Jorginho, because he's the one person in that whole team that does not have the legs, but his ability to pass, that is what you're going to need today. The ability to give him the ball and look out the pass. That is what you're going to do with Jorginho in that center. He will play as the number 8, number 10 role, attacking 8-10 role. He can't come to the back. He will come and collect balls from Thomas Partey and from Declan Rice, but he will be in and out of the front into the center. That is his position. Let me put it in game. So this is the area where Jorginho will operate in today. All there. That is his area. And if it all goes well, he will be that will be his heat map today. Let's just clean here quickly. So, as I said earlier on, the heat map for Jorginho will be in this area. Jorginho will operate in this sort of area, and he will spread the ball in those sort of areas. Jorginho has that ability, like I said, to produce a phenomenal pass, and he, especially with City's back line, besides what's his name, Gvardiol, and the right back Walker, the other two, Diaz and Jones, or Stones at least, Akanji, Ake is out. So those are the three backline that might be utilized, but those are the ones that doesn't have the legs like we all think they do. They are good on the ball, and they are protected by Rodri, they are protected by Gundogan, and they are protected by De Bruyne. So our three center mids, Thomas Partey 6, Rice in the 8, Jorginho in the 10. And that is how I think and I believe we can break that City down with those three players to go in there and obviously do what we need to do. Get the ball to Jorginho. He will pass into the spaces either for Saka, Trossard, for Havertz, and even into the Rice. And also, like I said, Timber and White up and down, and here and there, the breakthrough for Timber through the middle. And that is where I think we should be able to capitalize on and give City a bit of our time, because City is going to expect to to dominate this whole area here. That is where City think they're going to dominate. Because if the two of them can keep Haaland at bay, you need to understand that Rice, Thomas Partey and Jorginho will keep that middle afloat, because if you frustrate them, especially if you frustrate Rodri, he will get a yellow card. He will start fouling Saka, he will start fouling Havertz, he will start fouling maybe Jorginho, and he will start fouling somebody in there because he's frustrated. And look, he did not play a lot of games this season. He only played on Tuesday night in the Champions League, and I think he came in last week, Premier League. But he hasn't played quite a bit of games, so his frustration level is to perform. And so yeah, that is my take on the formation. Is Partey on the 6, Rice on the 8, Jorginho on the 10, and Jorginho will operate in this areas here. You will only see, well, I would want to only see Jorginho come in here to collect the ball and maybe pass it behind the defense of City. Other than that, he needs to be up front here. If we defend, everybody is on the back, on our half, and defend from the front. And then you start seeing Jorginho in the deep role. But if we attack, he has to be in that area. And that for me is basic. That is the simplest thing to be able to do when you talk about Jorginho in this team. So yeah, that is me. That is my take. If you agree, you know what you can do. You like the video, share the video, and subscribe to Guna Matters. But if you don't like it, that's totally up to you. You know what? Then don't like it. But you can leave your comments in the comment section below, and yeah, let's hear what you have to say. And I think it is so important to understand your team, where you don't have your creative players available. And I mean, yes, we do have creative players available. They don't have the experience like what we've seen with the captain. And Jorginho being the captain today will make it even better for my my scenario of what I've painted there. So yeah, I think we stand a chance to go away with a 1-0 or 1-1 draw, or even a 2-1 prediction. However, my initial prediction was 1-1, and I want to see what the team looks like before the game, and then probably change it. But I'm going to stick to a 1-1 draw. Call it on the fence, call it negative, but you don't go to City's ground, Etihad, to go and be open. Be brave, yes, but don't open up, because they will punish you. I mean, Inter Milan came to City's ground on Champions League, and they came and they were brave. You saw them up and down and gave them a bit of a hard time here and there. And well done to those defenders that kept Haaland out of the scoring sheet. They kept Grealish out of the scoring sheet. You've got to put your foot down. You've got to sort of say that I am in control of my own team. I'm in control of my position, and I'm in control of what my tactics was explained to me to do. And you don't know that. I have it in my mind. We have it as a collective, and you have to break us down and see what our tactics are. But at that, I think Pep at this moment doesn't know what team is going to rock up this afternoon at Etihad. He has to also wait and see what is the plan, and halftime he has to change whatever he sees on the pitch, and maybe Arteta surprises him. But again, leave it, subscribe, like, and also share to Guna Matters. Cheers, God bless, and enjoy the game.